Hi guys, it's Ed again. Well, we are out in the garage. Thought I'd give you an update on what we're working on. And a deja vu, a blast from the past. You guys ready? Oh yeah, it's old red. There it is. I don't know if we've got any video of this, to be honest with you. This might have been before I started shooting video a lot. But I'll give you the rundown on it. This is a 1977 Ford F100. 300 six-cylinder with a 3-speed, used to be on the column. And I built this truck. It was in okay shape when I got it. It ran pretty good, and the cab was pretty good, but the box was toast. And as you can see, some of my body work from 6 years ago, 7 years ago, as you guys can see, it's starting to blow through again. I had patched in this panel here, the one that goes over the wheel arch. So anyway, it is back in my garage. I built this for my dad for his 70th birthday party. And he only brand new truck he ever owned was a 1977 Ford 3-speed 306. And he drove that truck for like 15 years. And when I saw this one, a buddy of mine told me about it. He said it didn't look bad, you know, and he says it's kind of hard to find them with a 3-speed. And up here in, you know, New York, where it's always crappy, they're usually just rusted right to death. And this one, like I said, the cab wasn't bad, you know, not great, but not bad. And so anyway, I picked the truck up. I think we give $800 for it. And brought it home, and my dad drove it as a toy for a couple, 3 years, maybe 4. And then the rig that he was driving, it was a little Escape, crapped out, and he needed something to drive, so he started driving this year round. And as you can tell, the salt started to get to it. So anyway, he was driving it, and it started to pick up a pretty good skip. And number 4 cylinder, we used to pull spark plug out, and it would be all carboned up. And I used to have to change the spark plug out and put a different one in it. And we've discovered the reason why. So we'll turn the lights on. See, number 4 cylinder is quite shiny. So something was going on in there. And but anyway, my father gave this truck to his grandson, my son, and he's going to try running it. So I told him, I said, we got to figure out what's going on back there on that cylinder, i.e. why the head is off. So let's go take a walk back in the shop, and we'll show you what's going on. Plus it's warmer back here. Yeah, it'd been nice if I was able to put it in here. Too much junk. So anyway, here's the head. Here's combustion chambers. Not bad. Not bad. Here, I even got a valve in one. I took all the valves out. Just cleaning them up, putting them back. But I got one valve that happens to be a number 4 that we probably shouldn't put back in. What do you guys think? That might cause a little lack of compression. What do you think? A chunky monkey. Got a chunk blown right out of it. It actually got like a cut in it. Like somebody took a plasma cutter or a hacksaw like zipped it. Look at those. You guys see that? Isn't that crazy? But it must have been just the spark blowing right down through it. Just kept cutting on it. Nothing in the cylinder. Everything in the cylinder looks fine. That chunk, this is an exhaust valve. Probably blew it right out the exhaust. So, gotta get a valve. $15. A couple days we'll get one. And in the meantime, like I said, we've had this head off, so we're gonna clean it up. And like I said, I've already cleaned up this cylinder, this combustion chamber. The valves, we'll relap the valves in. We, not me having a mouse in my pocket, but my my son, who can have that fun job of lapping that. And he was out here earlier, did a little bit of work, and then he took off. But anyway, exhaust valves, or all the valves getting cleaned up. This one's still got some crud on it, but I might be able to get some more off it. Believe it or not, that's nowhere near as bad as this one was. But I put it in some chem dip. I had some old carb cleaner, good stuff, the old stuff, and I put it in there for a little while, and that seemed to soften it up a little bit. So I may do that with a couple of these valves that are still kind of crunchy. This was the junk valve. So number 3 is actually sitting over there. So actually that's probably why that one's probably not number 1. This one probably should be here. I'm gonna go look at that now. But anyway, what else have I been doing? Oh, I don't know if you guys saw. Check that out. Floors, all done in the Mack. Seat, bolted in, sorta. I don't like it. I gotta raise it up. It's tilted. I jacked it up a little bit, put some blocks under it. That helped a little bit. But I'd like to raise that seat up another couple inches, preferably. So maybe like a wedge, because the floor kind of tips. I don't know if it should tip, but it does. But I did see in a B71 that it actually has that kind of a tip to it too. So I don't know. But I want to raise that seat up a little bit more. And even if I brought the back of it up to just below the window frame, so you can see right up here, if I brought the back of the seat up just underneath the frame, not the glass, but behind the frame, that would probably be nice in the back. What is that, 1.5 inches? And bring the front up. I don't want to get up too high because I'll have it on my legs, but that chair, that seat's got a spring in it. So when you sit on it, it does squishy up and down, but it doesn't, you know, it's not a lot, but it does have a little suspension, and then but which squishes me down even farther. I probably squish that, and I got it as tight as I can, you know, but you put my fat arse on it and things are going to get squished. So I'm going to change that, I think, and raise the front up. So 1.5 inches in the back, maybe 3.5 inches in the front. I could probably make something out of wood. Would that be okay? Would that be okay? I think that's a pun. Yeah, I know. I'll be here all week. Try the veal. I could actually make something out of metal too. You know, I got iron laying around here. I think I got a nice piece of. That's 2-inch. I had a wider piece here in the junk pile. I probably do. Down here on the floor, underneath, maybe. Iron, springs, stuff. I never throw anything out, you know me. Keep every piece of iron I got. Never know when you need a piece. But anyway, I think I got another thing that's 3.5 piece of channel iron. This looks like this could be 4. Put that right across the front of it. That's too much. But I think I got a smaller piece. Maybe not. And, but, you know, longer. Don't know. So anyway, that's where we're at with that. And so I did do a little bit of work up here. You guys can see I cut the whole flare right off, the whole flange. See how it's kind of should be double? That's the piece I slid up underneath and tried to weld, and you can see the holes blowing through it, and looks like dog doo-doo caca. I don't like it. So we're coming up with a different plan. So I did this thinking maybe, oh, here, let me zoom out because can't see nothing like that. This piece here, and maybe put this to the inside, put it right on the outside, and just cover the whole thing up. Got it? Kinda. See? I'm not crawling up there, guys, to show you. That's the other problem working on this, is on that roof, it is such a pain in the butt to get up there. Basically, I climb up through the cab, slide out through the window, or out through the windshield, and then sit on top of the windshield wiper stud. Oh, it's very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. It's very nice. No, it isn't. It hurts. I even tried putting a block of wood over it. That didn't work. So I want to come up with something different that I was able to get up there. I thought about using this ladder kind of like a plank and then building something to support it, and then use, you know, so then I could maybe get up there. But I don't know, it's a real pain in the butt to work up there. I'm not taking the cab off. That's more work. I don't want more work. I want to get this thing put together, get the glass in it, get it so it's sealed up, painted, and then we'll go back and start working on the motor again. But this spring I want this thing painted, and with the glass in it and sealed up so it's watertight, or as watertight as possible. So what else did I do? Oh, I bought a couple Harbor Freight spray guns. They had a good deal, parking lot sale. They haven't had one of those in forever, and they don't have coupons, so I was able to get these for $9.99. So a couple new guns, and that's about it, I think. I don't think we've done much of anything else. Pretty slow going. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys a little update. Oh, yeah, here's another piece. This is for the 77 Ford. Doing a little research, since my son's going to be driving this thing, and you know, he's 17 and don't really know what the hell he's doing. It'd be probably a good idea to have brakes. That truck is original manual steering, manual brakes, everything's manual, and he's not much of a manual. he's getting there though. Anyway, did some poking around, was going to put a vacuum booster on it. I know where there's one in the junkyard, buddy of mine's got it. Get it probably for little or nothing, but then, you know, that 6-cylinder, God only knows. I mean, the pistons and everything look good. Cylinders don't look too bad. But it, you know, vacuum assist, I don't know. It works, I guess. But this is a little newer technology. This is a Hydroboost out of a 2001, maybe? I don't know. But it looks like the part I need. And another friend of mine down the road, he's a Super Duty collector. He's got a lot of Fords, and he likes the Super Duties, and he had one that he parted out, and this is the brake booster, and had the master cylinder down on that end of it, and the brake pedal up at that end of it, and it was kind of rusty, and you know, I had to give her a little, you know, little whoosh whoosh with the old, you know, rattle can. But that supposedly is the answer So any of you Ford boys out there that are putting power brakes or doing something squirrely where you need some brakes, you guys could try using this kind of setup. You can buy them from Rock Auto, remanufactured, with a core or without the core. It's about $140 without a core and $60 for the core, so you're into it for about $200. I bought this one off my buddy just the way you see it for $100, and without the black paint, of course. And I think that'll do what we need it to do. But if you don't know, it's Hydroboost. So basically you use hydraulic pressure from your power steering. But like I said, that truck was factory manual steering and manual brakes. But when my father was driving it, he's 76 years old, he was having trouble with the steering. It was kind of working his arms a little more than what he'd like, so they ended up putting power steering in it, which robbed from that truck that we were talking about. So it does have power steering, so we should be able to tee off, is my thought. And I think this is the high pressure line going in, but I could be wrong. And there is a fitting up there, so that could be something. And then there's a little barbed one down here with some paint dripping off it. Oh, no, it's oil. And that could be probably a return, I'm thinking, but I could be wrong again. And I gotta do some research on that. But we'll use our master cylinder off the old drum brake setup. Drum brakes in the rear, caliper rotors in the front. And then the proportioning valve should be fine. All we're doing is just making it push easier, and hopefully have a little more woe-ness. And yeah, so hey, that's coming out pretty good. So I believe, now that I've babbled on, I think that's all that I have done. I did kind of clean up a little bit after making the floor, but then I was working on making that pinch weld, so that's a project. And yeah, so we'll leave it there, I guess, and we'll talk to you guys later. Hope everybody enjoys the warmth coming up this week. If you're in upstate New York, they're talking 50-some degrees most of the days. That'll get the old sap running. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, subscribing, and commenting, and we'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.